Hi everyone, Marianne Cowan here from Pinery Paper Crafts. Today is Tuesday, September the 1st. Can you believe it is September the 1st? This always seemed like the new year to me because being in education, the school year starts September 1st. So, welcome September. Crazy September this year, but hey, it's all good. We're still here and I get to spend every afternoon at 3 o'clock in my craft studio with you, so I so appreciate it. All right, just a few commercials, but first of all, winner paper trimmer. So the August paper trimmer winner is Teresa G, and Teresa lives near Ashton. So congratulations, Teresa, and I will be dropping this off to you probably with your September stamp camp. All right, so Teresa's the winner. Don't worry, there's another one for October. Hi, Shannon. Taking a break, yes, good idea. Hi, Pat. Are you still at the cottage? Other commercials. Fall Stamp Camp to go, Saturday, September 19th. It's online. Cost is $75. And I've extended the registration just till September 5th because I do have to order all the materials. I'll show you a card for sure that we're making. We're making 16 cards. Fall and Thanksgiving and gratitude are the themes. You will get a pack of these beautiful gold rimmed cards and gold envelopes. They're beautiful. We're using one today. And lots of other fun stuff. We do a 3D project, a treat holder. Stamp camps are very fun. Well, they're more fun in person, but I'm going to make it as fun as I can. And you don't have to be online. It'll all be recorded for you. Christmas Extravaganza, Saturday, October 17th. It's also online. Early Bird is up until September 20th. Register Early Bird and you will get this free stamp set, A Merry Hello. It's a hostess set, so it's only available if you're hosting a party or you put in a large order. So I have enough for all the early bird registrations. Everybody also receives a pack of these Wonder of the Season cards and matching envelopes. They're really cute. There's 20. We will use some of them, but then you'll have extras. Hopefully it's nice at the cottage. It's actually really humid here today. So those are coming up. I will also have an October breast cancer fundraiser. And there'll be more details coming about that. That'll be a class to go as well. Usually I combine it with my garage sale, but I might do a bit of an online garage sale. But anyways, that fundraiser, 100% of the proceeds go toward breast cancer research. All right. I've been inspired by my card I made yesterday. This one. This card will be part of the September stamp camp. Hi, Monique. Hi, Barb. So you would get everything all pre-done. I don't stamp the sentiment, but I will have the little piece here, so you can just use whatever you want. And you will get all the pieces to put this together. I love this card. It's so pretty. So it inspired me to try it with different leaves, and I'm going to throw in a Christmas one too at the end. All right, so that was my inspiration. That was one of yesterday's card. That was the bonus card 4. So today we're going to do 2 fall ones and 1 Christmas one with the same kind of 3D idea with the paper. All right, let's tuck these ones aside. So hope this works because, as you know, I never make anything ahead of time. I just need to get a sip of water. Alrighty. So we're using one of the note cards today. They are very vanilla and they're just so pretty. And a nice weight as well. So, note card base. Very vanilla. Now I had to trim this down a bit because I had to make sure it didn't cover up my little corner pieces. So it could be an odd size. Oh no, 3.5 by 5. 3.5 by 5. Embossed with Dainty Diamonds embossing folder, which is part of, I forget which suite. Peony Suite. Then I have a piece of brushed gold that is 5 by 2.25. Oh, it'll be an odd size because I actually 2.25. I had a little bigger. I think I had it 2.5 and then I trimmed it down. So that's going to go like this. Then I have 2 pieces. I want them going the same way. Okay. It's a tight fit. That's why I want to make sure that these were little scraps I had. I want to make sure that it covers everything that it needs to cover. They're going to go on the back. Don't worry, I'm not doing it wrong. And then I have some cutouts, die cuts, 3 die cuts of the leaf. And then I have a little sentiment with a grateful heart. This sentiment is from Banner Year. Great set. It's got Thanksgiving, Christmas, Happy Fall, y'all. I love that one. With a grateful heart, happy haunting, especially if you don't need a whole bunch of Halloween ones. It's nice to have just a couple. And it's got all the cute little guys down at the bottom. Guess who loves you? From all of us. You're sweet. Boo. Anyways, great set. It comes with a punch. I didn't get the punch. Oh, a banner punch. I didn't get the punch, but it's great. All right, so my trick for this is, okay, I want to make sure all the lines are going the same way. So these were scraps. That's why ideally I would have cut it a bit bigger, but it's all good. Let's go ahead and put this piece on. Oopsie. I hope everyone is doing well today. Oh, announcements, I forgot. The clearance rack has been updated. There's some great deals on there. If you love the Starburst punch and didn't get it, hi Cheryl. If you love the Starburst punch and did not get it when it was in the catalog, it's on the clearance rack, and so is the little 1/2-inch punch, which is great for flower centers. When you're making a flower and just cutting a little thing for the center. So, and the clearance rack sells out really quickly. Just grabbing my silicone mat. So we're going to flip this over. Don't want to get glue on the gold. And we're going to put these on the back, and I'm making sure I'm putting them the right way. Yes, I can tell because the paper goes the same way. All right, what I'm going to do, I think, is I'm going to put a little bit of glue around here. Let's see if that might work. Now, when I did this, I did not measure it I didn't measure these to see how far apart to put them. And they probably could have been a little bit closer together, but that's okay. Now, so I just want to make sure that I can't see through to any space. Doesn't matter if there's glue there, we're gluing it right onto the other card. And I'm trying not to move it around too much as I say that, because I don't want to get glue onto the gold. All right, let's flip it. Perfect. I'm just going to stick with, no, I'm going to use, yeah, I'm going to stick with this glue. And hopefully you know that this glue has 2 ends. This one I'm using is the thicker one. Whoopsie, that's a lot of glue. This glue is very sticky. You don't need a ton. But because there's the ridge there, I want to make sure that it gets glued down. All right, let's see if that's going to work. Trying to avoid getting it on my fingers. I'm going to center this. I measured it so it's exactly the same width as the embossed piece. And we have our little lines to guide us to make sure it's straight. All right, that looks good. Just going to keep this here because I'm going to need it in a second. All right, so I'm kind of doing the negative space and then I'm doing a 3D. So let's get our mat back. And you can use the green glue for this. However, I am just using this seal. Now, 2 of them, I cut the stem off, and the other one, so this is the middle one, the stem on. So I want to make sure I put glue where I wanted. So I want one on each side. And then just like we did yesterday, you fold it. These ones are tiny to work with. You line them up, put them both flat, line them up with each other. These ones are pretty well symmetrical. So I don't think we'll have issues with, yeah, that's pretty good. Well, not perfect, but pretty good. So that's the front one. So we want it on this side. Hi, Diane. All right. So line it up as close as you can. Yeah, that's good. It's not 100% perfectly symmetrical, I don't think, but it's close enough. So this is the back. I'm being careful because this has a weird angle to it. Oh no, it's just, okay, we're good. So this is going to get put on the middle. And I should have had these a bit closer together, but you get the idea. So I'm trying to make it the same angle. Same distance between the two before I push it. Yeah, that looks good. All right, Barb's here, so we need a bow. I've gone ahead and done gold because obviously we're using all gold everything. Okay, there's my gold. And I have my little sentiment. So I'm not really sure where I want this, because once we put our ribbon on, I think what I'm going to do is try to pop these up, but I'm just going to put them at the bottom, and I'm going to try to use a little strip. Let's see if that's going to work. Because this is a little raised, so that's the bottom. We'll see if this is going to work. I want my bow there. Yeah, that's good. I could probably stick another one under there. I think I might put a little one under. Oh, geez. That's not where I want it. When you're not sure, don't push down all the way, and then you can relocate it. Clearly, I should have done this ahead of time. All right, I'll play around with that later. And then we'll add our bow. I don't think I got the paper off, so it's actually not sticking. So this is the gold that is in the set of ribbons that has gold and green. And I definitely use the gold more than the green. All right, so there's our first card with a grateful heart. Okay, that's bugging me now. I'm totally bending it. There. With a grateful heart. So if you're making this, you can put dimensionals on the top and the bottom. Note to self. All right, that's our first one. Fall with our little 3D leaf. I just love that. So you got the negative space and then you have 3D. It's so cool. And the nice thing about this is it's flat to mail. And then hopefully it'll pop right out when they take it out of the envelope. Okay. Next one. Back to my bumblebee and plaid tie-ins. Teresa, you missed it. Winner, winner, paper trimmer. Teresa G. And also, Teresa, I know you were looking for the Starburst punch. It's on the clearance rack. If you go to the website and check specials, they have a clearance rack. And the Starburst punch is there, and also a little 1/2" circle punch, which you need. Okay. Regular 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. For by 5 1/4. Embossed with, I brought it this time because I always forget the name of it. Pinewood Planks. This is the old one. There is a new one that's in the new catalog, but it's the same design. I really like it. Yay, Teresa! The little paper trimmer is so handy. I have it on my desk all the time. Well, it's just to the left of my desk if you saw my little tour. And don't worry, there's more winners next month. All right, there we go. So that's not going anywhere. Then I have a piece 5 by, I want to say 2.5, no, 2. And that's a good size for these little 6 by 6 papers. That means I can get 3 out of 1 sheet of paper. That's important to me when I'm designing cards, especially for class. All right, so then I've taken squares from the Layering Squares dies, and I've taken this one. I took the one that the leaf just fit. It actually didn't fit this way. Well, it would have been tight, so I did it on an angle because I wanted to make sure I could get 3 across my card so I could do the, again, negative space, 3D. So this is going to get centered. I'm just going to show you what it's going to look like because like I said, I haven't made it yet. In my own little mind, it's going to be nice. Okay, and then for the middle, we're going to have a solid square, and we're going to make a 3D leaf with this aspen leaf I found out from someone. I know the plaid is so pretty. I'm already into my second pack. So this one looked pretty symmetrical. Yeah, it's good. It's pretty good. So this will be the front. I always fold it, and then I take my bone folder. But remember, it is paper, so you have to be gentle. So this will be the front one because I'm keeping the stem on. And I'll trim off the stem on these ones. Just because if you have all the stems on there, it's too finicky. There's no way you could, well, somebody could glue all the stems together while they're, well, folding it in half would be ridiculous. All right, back to my silicone mat. So we have 1, 2, 3. So I'm just folding them. And you can be precise about where you want. I was with the last one, the ornament. I was very precise. I'll show you when I do it with where exactly I wanted to put it in the paper, I mean. But the plaid, it doesn't really matter. Okay, now this one, oh, doesn't seem to be, there we go. Cooperating. All right, these are a little tiny to use. Okay, so this is my front. Oh no, this is my front. Jeez. Okay, so I want it on this side for this one. Fold it, line them up. Yeah, these ones are good. Okay, so for this one, I want this side. And you do want to make sure that you get some right at the tip. You will have extra glue that you don't need, but that's okay. Okay, where's my front? That's my front. Line them up flat on the table or wherever you're working. If they're not flat, then, okay, it's stuck to my finger now. If it's not flat, they're not going to match up quite as well. Okay, that's good. Good enough. Well, okay, that one's not great, but you're not going to see it because it's going to be behind, but this will bug me. There. Once it's 3D'd, you're not going to notice it as much. Okay, so where's my front? That's my front. You can see with my stem. Is it? Yep. So now I'm going to put Stamp and Seal on the back here. And we're doing a bonus Christmas card today. If you got my Christmas Gleaming class, then we did a couple of pop-up cards. Now, so I'm just taking this and putting it on my little piece of, this is Bumblebee. Okay, perfect. Now we can put the rest of this together. So I'll add some Stamp and Seal. Man, I always want to say snail. And I am going to center it. You could do it a little bit up or a little bit down or however you like. Now we have this negative space, and then the pop-up. So I want these as close to the sides as I can get them. And I am going to use white glue for this. I think it'll be easier. Whoopsie. I think I'll use my sponge. All right, now I know I want it right to the edge, so I don't really need to worry about measuring. So really what I'm making sure is my top and bottom line up. The rest is really doesn't really matter that much. All right, a little bit more glue. These little sponges are so good, and you have to have a silicone mat. It's a must-have. It's one of my stamp. Oh, gee, see what I almost did? All right, so these might not be exactly the same. Like exactly, this one I think is a little straighter than this one, but hey, I think it looks good. All right, now my little popped up one. And I could pop that up, but I think we already have the leaf popped up, so I don't think we need to pop up this piece. But you could. So this one I'm going to try to make sure it's in the middle. When you use grid paper, it helps because this is 5 1/4. This is 5, so you could just make sure it's at 2 1/2, but I'm not getting that fussy today. I have my little greeting, Happy Thanksgiving, that I'm just going to tuck away at the bottom. I did it same color, so it doesn't really stand out too much. And Barb's here, so we need a bow. I think this bow will be pretty. Just need to trim it a bit because it's over top of the greeting. All right, glue dot. And I'm going to put it right here. There. Oh, better put this on. All right, Teresa's here now, so she needs to remind us about bling. Forgot to put bling on this one. I do have my gold. So I will add, I'm looking now and realizing I put it on crooked, but from the angle I'm looking, it's hard to tell. I'm just gonna put a couple of this size. Oopsie. And then maybe a little one right there. Oh, maybe the same size. Oopsie. I hate when it does that. There. All right, so that's good for there. And for this one, I thought I would add some of the Bumblebee, maybe to the Designer Series paper. It doesn't need a lot though. I think that's enough. It goes against my rules, but that's okay. So we've got our fall, and we have our gold fall, bumblebee fall, and next is a Christmas one. So for the Christmas one, I'm using Pretty Peacock, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Thanks, Shannon. I actually went and got my nails done today. First time. Okay, I'm going to use snail because my white glue seems to be running out. I like getting my nails done, but I don't like when they start peeling off. It was a little treat to myself. September 1st, back to school. I don't start teaching till the 14th, but my nails have to look good. Well, they won't look good by the 14th. Okay, so this is 4 by 5 1/4, Dainty Diamonds again. Then I have a piece of copper, 5 1/4 by 2 1/4, and I went ahead. For this set, it comes with a punch. So there's the Gleaming Christmas stamp set, and we're using this sentiment here. No, we're not. I switched. And a punch. It has 2 punches. It also has a punch for this. Punches are great. Thanks, Teresa. We aim to please here. And this is the Christmas Gleaming paper. For this one, I was smarter and just cut a whole piece. Although you do waste them, I gotta say. So, just gonna go and do what I did before and see if I have any glue left. Put a little bit around. So this is getting glued on top, and it's in the back, so it doesn't matter. I just want to make sure I cover up my ornaments. I actually could have cut one of the ornaments out of that middle piece of the paper, but I didn't think of it at the time. All right, I'm going to try to get this one a little straighter than I did the last one. So I'm going to go ahead and use Stampin' Seal to put this in the middle of the card. So today's cards all have the same design element. I'm just showing you different materials, products that you can use with it. I'm going to put it down, and then I will hold it up and see if it's, because you really do notice when it's crooked, when your paper has a line on it. I think that's better. All right, so that's ready. Now we'll bring back our little mat. So for this one, I was strategic when I cut out my ornaments. Don't let me forget bling for this one. So I do have one ornament, this one. These ones were randomly punched. This one, I made sure I punched it so that I had this right dead center, just because it's the front one. So these ones are for sure symmetrical, and this paper is so pretty. This one's tricky because we do glue the top together, so just be careful. Give it a little rub, but not too much, because I want this one, I don't want to wreck this one. That is my top one. The side ones you don't notice as much, but you will notice the top one. And I do have, maybe that's brass, copper, I never remember. I do have the coordinating ribbon. The only thing about getting my nails done is I can't pick anything up now. I felt very safe at the nail place. Where's my front one? No. No. That's my front one, so I'm going to remember that. So I'm going to leave that here. So this one needs glue on this side. White glue works, it just takes a little bit of time to dry, so on for Facebook Live it's not ideal. Because this does get glue around the edges, just go with your finger and make sure that it's not going to make a big sticky mess. So that's the front one. Lay them down. These should match up perfectly. So I'm not going to push it all the way until I'm happy. Okay, that's good. Okay, so that's my front one. So this one needs to go on the side. Has anyone started to do Christmas cards? I know some people have. How many do you have made, Diane? Diane sends out a lot because they've lived in many places. All right. So before I push it, I'm just making sure that it's where I want it, and it is. That looks good. And for this one, we're going right onto the piece of foil. My fingers are a big sticky mess now, so I'm going to try not to touch this paper because the foils really show up the white glue. And this one, because I have glue on the edges, I'll make sure that, so I want them the same distance apart and the same height. There, that looks good. And I do have my little season's greetings. And I'll show you, oopsie, another little trick. When you cut out extra ones that you don't want to have a big container full of them, I have these little plastic bags. No, they're like they're actually like wax paper. So inside I have a bunch that I cut out for another project, another Facebook Live actually. And so I just keep them in here, and then when I pull out this, that's where I found this. So, and I just put it inside, close it up, good to go. If you have a whole bunch of them like I do with the leaves, oh, here's the other one I was thinking of using, which I love, but it's too gold. It's a bit of a clash. So I'll put it back in here because I found it actually in here. I'd already heat embossed it. Saved me a bit of time. So this one I'm just going to put a little bit of snail. Did Diane say? She's got 50 made already. I think she sends like 80. She sends a lot. Well, I can tell you, because of doing all these Facebook Lives, I have a lot of cards. So when the places that I donate them to are able to start giving them out again, I'll have lots. All right, and you know what color of bow I'm going to use for this one. It's got to be this. Let's see if the glue dot will work. This is a very simple card, but I think it's striking. There we go. I am going to trim a little bit. Now, for bling for this, you're going to start with this one? Nice. It's fairly simple. And then you also have these to use on another project, the ones that you cut out. Now, if I were you, I wouldn't use the strip of paper all the way across the back because you do waste a bit, or at least punch another one out from the middle. I don't like to waste. Okay, so for this one, I had the Gilded Gems, or did I? No, I put them away. Those are the only ones that I can really see matching. Let's try. I'm not even sure if I really want one. I don't know. I don't think it needs any gems, this one. What do you guys think? Barb loves the bow. Thanks, Barb. I think of you every time I make one. Hopefully we'll be able to see each other again soon so we can make them in person. I don't know. All right. I'm not going to put any bling on this one because I actually don't think it needs it. Sometimes less is more. I think it's enough just like it is. So here we have our Christmas one. Oh, I forgot to do my inserts today. Here we have Happy Thanksgiving, Bumblebee. And here we have the gold embossed card that also has the matching gold envelope, which I'm not going to try to dig up. So we have 3 cards today, each one a little bit different. Trying to get them so that, yeah, I agree, Teresa. I think if I start adding things, it's going to take away from the focal point, which is here. But I love just a little bit of 3D. So just look around to see what you have to punch out that is symmetrical or semi-symmetrical. Like this one that we did yesterday, it's actually not perfectly symmetrical. You can see here where it's not, but when you have the same color, you can't tell. Or you could go and trim it. So this was the inspiration for today's cards. Oh, thanks, Pat. I'm glad you like them. Just something a little bit different to add a little pop of, well, 3D-ness to your cards. So, thank you for joining me today. It looks kind of dark out my window, but apparently my hubby said we're not getting rain today. Hopefully you don't get a lot of rain at the cottage, Pat. Well, when there's rain, there's no bugs because we've had a lot of bugs lately. So, don't forget to check out the clearance rack. There's lots of good deals to be had. It is while quantities last, so once something's gone, it's gone. And the Starburst punch and the 1/2-inch punch was there. Pink glimmer paper. I'm trying to think of what else I saw that I loved. The Bird Ballad paper. I'm in love with the Bird Ballad paper. I'm so sad that it went away. I still have quite a bit. There was a few things on there that I thought, ooh, yeah, those are must-have. Definitely Starburst punch and the 1/2-inch punch if you don't have those. Those are go-tos. They had a couple of, they had little sequins, like the ones that already have glue on the back. I can't think of the actual name. And some other embellishments, or bling, as we like to call it. So check it out. Good deals to be had on the clearance rack. And the other big news, oh, I forgot to tell you, the other 2 things. Paper Pumpkin, if you want to subscribe, you have until September 10th. Thank you, Teresa. I saw that you subscribed. And the kits are always really fun. And there's tons of websites or Facebook groups where you can go and get alternate ideas. And also there is a starter special happening in September. You can get the starter kit, which is $135. You get to pick $165 worth of products. And on top of that, you get these little card kits, the Queen Anne's Lace stamp set, the So Much Love stamp set, and the Rhinestone Basic Jewels free. And you get to be a Pinery Paper Pal. And I know some of my Pinery Paper Pal friends are on this Facebook Live. We're just a fun group of stampers that likes to get together virtually right now. Typically we got together once a month. We craft, I share all the updates from the company, and we just really have a good time. It's just if you like to get creative, because once you sign up to be a demo and by purchasing the starter kit, you get 20% off all your purchases. So it's a good thing to think about. And we are having our next Zoom meeting, our team, Pinery Paper Pals, on September the 10th. So if you think you might be interested, or you just want to get more information or see what we do, you're welcome to join us. I can send you the Zoom link, and Zoom is very easy. You just download it on your computer, and it's very fun. We always have, I always bring make and takes to everybody. Well, they get to them somehow. I have drop-off points for the make and takes. So we do a little bit of chatter at the beginning about what's new and what everyone's up to. Then we do make and takes, and then we have sharing, and lots of people share with us things that they've been working on or techniques that they've been trying. Tony last time was showing us some really cool watercoloring techniques, and I think Pat tried some of them later. So it's just a really fun group if you like to be creative. It's no pressure for me to do anything other than just craft, because that's what I love to do. And the other thing I was going to tell you, anyone who's looking for the new cut emboss machine, it went live today. So the big machine is available now to customers. That's the other thing. When you're a demonstrator, you get to pre-order things. So when the next mini catalog comes out, which won't be till January, we'll be able to pre-order from that in December. So lots of perks, lots of fun, and lots of crafting. Okay, so today is Tuesday, September the 1st. So I will be back tomorrow, Wednesday, at 3 o'clock. I have no idea what I'm going to be working on, but it'll be something fun. Thanks for joining me today. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll hopefully see you tomorrow. Thanks, everyone.